Let's start with your reading, Cancer. This is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. It's a general reading, so feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonate with your own personal situation. Now, let's start by looking into where you're coming from, what you went through, and these three cards will help you understand if this message is for you or not. Okay, so we have a lot already here for you to start with. We have the Ten of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands reversed. And I have to say, I'm really glad that this energy is in the past. Although it's something that might still be impacting you today, Cancer, this is something that it's behind and you can really move on from if you decide to do so. First of all, what we see is disappointment. And we see with the King of Wands that this situation at some point looked very, I don't know why I want to say that word, but purposeful. It's as if this gave you something to look forward to. It made you excited to get out of bed in the morning. There was something about this which was very, very attractive. And it just made you feel as though you wanted to invest in this. You wanted to really go for this. Now, what we see is a fiery chapter in your life. And it felt very good until it didn't anymore. You know, what I see here is that you pretty much shaped your vision after this event, after this energy coming in for you. It's as if before this, you didn't even know you wanted this type of situations. You wanted to invest in these type of energies. But once this came in, oh my God, it was clear. All of a sudden, everything was clear. And everything I see here happened really, really fast. But obviously, we have the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Wands surrounding this King of Wands. So what we see is that things did not turn out as you expected them to. Someone, at some point, pulled back. Knight of Wands right here. It's as if maybe, if this is not you pulling back, maybe you instead wanted answers. You wanted that commitment that has to come after that passionate start. You wanted something more. You wanted to get to the next step of it all. You were ready for that. But from what I see so far, the other person might have not been ready. Even for those of you who were actually in a long-term relationship, even married maybe, there was something in the background that made you feel as though this person never fully committed. There was, I don't know, maybe events, actions, words, something did not convince you. And potentially you were right. You were right because this person at some point did pull back and you did not see it coming. From what I see, in fact, right here is fast moving energies, you know. It came in fast and it left fast as well. Started fast, ended fast. It's not easy, especially because there is some history here. Some things have happened, you know. It wasn't just a quick fling. It was something that has developed with time. And so what this left you with, looking at the Ten of Swords, is a thought. A thought that says, after all of this, we've just gone back to being strangers. And that thought alone might have really hurt you. So again, I am glad to see that this is in the past, but let's see what's surrounding you right now, Cancer. Let's see what you should know about the current situation, current energies. Oh my God. This person, or whatever situation you were dealing with up here is showing up very strong in your reading. And I do see their ways, you know? I do see someone very harsh at times, someone even stubborn, someone who is not flexible at all. We have that King of Wands close to the Knight of Wands reversed and the Ten of Swords, so it completely changes the dynamic of this energy and it gives it a more harsh edge. And right here, the Emperor. I mean, this combination right here is definitely showing us someone who's hard to deal with overall, especially when you are emotionally connected to this type of person, situation, energy, you know? And so it's interesting to see how they're still showing up today. But why? We have to figure it out. Right now, we have Magician, Four of Pentacles, and the Emperor. It's as if, especially with the Four of Pentacles, there is a lot of resistance right now. There is someone here who's not wanting to let go of the idea of that situation, the idea of that connection, that whatever that was that brought a lot of happiness in the past. Now, it might be you at a certain degree, but I can't help feeling that this Four of Pentacles has multiple sources. Even for those of you who are thinking, nah, they moved on, they're with somebody else, or they're just not thinking about this, there's no way. But did they move on? From what I see right now, their energy, at least their thinking, is still very much connected to this. We have to understand why. When we clarify, we have to understand if it's because there is something that is happening today in their life, which maybe it's very similar to this, maybe some karmic energy now they have to face, or because maybe they are actually missing this. They're realizing certain mistakes they have done. Not sure, just speculating right now. We have to figure out when we clarify. But I definitely see someone here who's feeling left out, abandoned. And again, it could be you, but multiple sources in these three cards for sure. You know, on your end, I do feel that you're thinking that this is never coming back, and perhaps it shouldn't. But I also see that, in a way, stubbornness on your end as well, Cancer. And the way that is the energy is impacting you is by you pretending that everything is fine. In a way, you're hiding your sadness, your disappointment, you know, and you are not wanting to deal with it as if it never ever happened. Maybe because it hurts too much to go back and revisit those memories, revisit something that right now feels like a failure, but that it's important, from what I see so far at least, for you to consider. Because with the Magician, we're seeing that two things. First of all, that you have the ability right now to manifest something really beautiful for yourself, Cancer, without having to wait for the other person to bring it to you, without having to wait for the universe to finally open a door for you. No, you have everything you need. But with the Magician, you have to use the tools you have gathered and learned on your journey, all of them, in order to get to the next step. And if you are completely closed off to everything that has happened in the past, then that could mean that you're not able to manifest something beautiful that can come next. We'll see what we'll have down here, okay? The second thing that I see is that it's as if someone, I don't want to say it, but someone is trying to manifest you back in their life, manifest someone like you, maybe. There is something right here that it's really, really much connected to that King of Wands person, and I'm not gonna hide it from you. It's there. Now, it doesn't mean that this person is coming back in. It doesn't mean that you have to go back to this person. No, whatever happens, it's up to you. But their energy is there. It's absolutely clear. When we clarify, we'll see why and how it's going to overall develop. Now, near future Cancer. Let's see what's coming up. Whew. 7 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Star. You know, I can really see through this person, and I don't want to focus on them too much. Obviously, this is your reading, but there is some clarity that maybe you should know about, something that you should know about, which will bring clarity, in fact. I do see, first and foremost, that happiness is coming your way. That's absolutely 100% certain that you are able to manifest something beautiful with this type of combination, okay, Cancer? But you need to get out of that mindset for which you are waiting for a sign, you're waiting for a message, waiting for something that tells you, yes, this is what you should do right now. This is your path. Go for it. And I get it, because after going through this, after investing so much and then failing, you might be afraid that you're going to fail again. And so right now, you're wanting confirmations, you're wanting validation. Nothing wrong with that. But from what I see right now, Cancer, that need is holding you back from something beautiful that can come in if you will allow it to, okay? Now, I do see that happiness is coming your way. Actually, a situation that it's taking you by surprise. And I do see that even action is taken towards you. And there is something very special about this. This is clearly multiple things. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if it's an attempt for a reconciliation. But regardless, this is a wish fulfillment for you. What we were seeing is that with the Five of Swords, it's as if your happiness, and I hate to say this, but it's true, your happiness is their unhappiness. And not because they don't want to see you happy, they want something bad for you. No, not at all. It's because they know that the moment where you're happy and independent, they cannot control you anymore. And that's exactly what the Emperor does in a negative connotation. It wants to control the situations, the people around them, just like an emperor would, you know? And so they see you independent, they see you happy when this star energy comes in. We'll see what that is when we clarify. And they're afraid, or they realize, I really lost them. I really lost my person, my Cancer. And it's impossible for me to get it back. The Five of Swords, we see, yes, someone who in the past thought, ooh, I won. I was in control. I did what I wanted. And then now, in the present, they're like, oh, that wasn't a real victory. I'm actually the one who lost. Now, we'll clarify, see what this is about. But one more thing that I want to tell you, Seven of Wands, happiness is coming your way and you are pulling back. You're not trusting this. You're not jumping on this. You're taking your time because for some reason it seems risky. And one of the reasons it could be with the Wands showing up again, that this comes in fast once more, just like it did in the past. And you're going to try to slow it down, but slowing it down might create some conflict. We'll have to see. So we definitely have a lot to keep looking into, Cancer. Your main message today is whatever has happened in the past, don't ignore it. Use it today as a tool to get to a beautiful and bright future, as we see right here. Expect still some movement, but don't be scared. Don't pull back, because what comes next is going to work in your favor this time. It's not going to work against you. Now, let's keep going with the reading. Let's clarify. Let's see what else you should know about this overall situation, Cancer, okay? If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal live 30 to 60 minute reading, depending on how long the message is. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Cancer, and welcome back to the most beautiful card in the deck, which obviously is the Sun. This is the bridging energy, taking you from everything you went through, everything you're going through, to finally this future. Now, the star, the sun is a star. So we see that double confirmation, that validation that perhaps right now you are waiting for, but cannot see until you take that step forward, you know? And what we see obviously with the sun is something beautiful. First of all, what I'm getting from this is a lot of confidence coming from you, feeling good about yourself, about the situation, about how everything turned out. There is a lot of positivity, you having fun, finally, not just always having to struggle and always having to think about the past or fearing the future. One thing that I love about the Sun card is how it shows someone who's living only in the present. And you can do that when you release the pain and the fears as well. All the fears about what's coming up, what could come up, you know? So there's something obviously coming in that will take you there and will help you also feeling better about what you should expect, not just from this, but from everything in life. There is a lot of optimism here, and we have to see what's bringing that in for you, okay? Now, first of all, let's clarify the current energies, trying to understand what is this person still doing here. And by the way, I know that I placed the card myself, but I never do it on purpose. And then when I look at it, I get more messages. Look how this Emperor is looking at you, happy. And they're not very happy about it. They feel like, holy crap, maybe I did the wrong move in the past. So let's see what we have now, okay? Why is this person still here, and why should you know about it? Temperance, 8 of Swords, and 4 of Cups. This says it all, Cancer. But this person